Hello everyone, this is a bit of a new format, tennis and bagels. I love tennis in general, and I love tennis video games. That's not the norm. Not everybody that loves sports love the games of sports, or even watching them for that matter. Some people just like playing, but I like tennis in basically all of its forms. I like reading about it, and I also like, video games, and I've been playing tennis games ever since I wanted to play, and I couldn't find another way of playing, so I turned to my computer to try and play. This isn't the first game I've ever played. I'll put this on in another episode here, but this is a game that I've probably played the most hours on. I think it's one of the best in the business, for at least for me. It's not an arcade style, it's in simulation style. Simulation means that it tries to keep it as close as possible to what would look like in real life, or would feel like in real life. And aside from the graphics, which are kind of bad, everything else I think is pretty worth it. I don't know. It's available on Steam. Probably leave a link in the description so that you can check it out. Just a couple of fun facts on the game. Tennis Elbow is created by Mana Games, and it exists since 1997. That's crazy. I checked it out. I didn't expect it to be that old. It's like those very lame 2D graphics from the time. It was trying to emulate a 3D space, but it's pretty 2D, so it's not exactly ideal, at least not in my opinion. I probably won't even try this, or maybe I'll just do it maybe one day if I would be interested, at least check it out, how 1997 tennis games were back in the day. They've been, ever since they released another version in 2006, I think, or 2006 is at least the name of the game. This one is 2013. It was the newest one, well, the most recent, I think was, until this year when they released Tennis Elbow 4, with the graphics a little bit better, smoother camera angles. I haven't really tried it yet, but it's in my plans, but I'll try to get tired of 2013 before I move on to Tennis Elbow 4. I'll show a little bit around, see how it goes. As you can see, the menus are kind of very bare bones. It's not pretty by any means. It's just kind of shows what it needs to show. Some of the menu things are not exactly the most, obvious, profile. I don't even know what this is. I don't exactly know what it is, but yeah, you can record your games. I don't know exactly. I never tried this before, but yeah, whatever. This one goes to credits, as you can see. Mana Games, the creator of the game. But so this one you can just kind of play an exhibition match or do some training drills, whatever. I always find doing drills really boring. There was only one game that I did this before, which was Ring Match Tennis Pro. Cool game, actually, to be fair. But yeah, I'll show this another time. It's actually completely free now, which was mind-boggling. I was actually thinking about buying it. It was $20 before, and I came across it again. It was whoa, it's free now. But yeah, showcase this another time. But back to Tennis Elbow. This one is the World Tour. I actually have a game going on right now. Maybe I'll show a little bit of it later on. Actually, let me check this out. I'm just scared that I'm just gonna screw it, but anyway, let's just go to the training first. You can just do your stuff. This is obviously play. When you press on this one, you can start the game. There's several things that you can change about it. You can change the courts. It's gonna leave it on, I don't know, clay courts. I don't know, best of 5. I'm just gonna do the best of whatever. I'm gonna do one set just so that it goes quick. Singles, and can play doubles as well. I actually never. Oh, can do 2 against 1. I'm actually impressed. I never came across a 2 against 1 in this one. I never tried it. Maybe I'll try it some other time. But yeah, camera is just you change the camera angles. It's just how you like to play or whatever. So it's fine for me. There's actually, I don't know how I changed it, but you can make it in games, and you can choose how many games you want it to be. I think it's in the settings. Let me check this out. Free mode, advanced options. How do I do this? Language, games preset 0. Yeah, that's what it is. So 0 is you play a tiebreaker, which is kind of I think it's fun. Like it makes the game go a little bit faster in that way. I'm just gonna do 3 games and tiebreak in the last set, yes, so that you can, play a tiebreak instead of keep going, I think. Yes, that's it. If you don't put it on, it just keeps going. Like the rule doesn't exist anymore in the ATP Tour, or actually in the Grand Slams. So kind of a relic. It's kind of cool if you want to play. Like nobody gets injured, so it's fine. Just careful about your hands and stuff. Like don't get addicted to playing 8 hours of this. I'm not sure if that is any good for yourself, but whatever. I guess you do you. I'm playing a tier against one, but I'm just gonna do singles because, yeah. Character sheet. Playing as a woman, you can do men as well. How do I? It's been so long. I haven't really tried like how to change anything here. Simulation controls. I kind of don't remember. Active tiredness. Oh boy. Yeah. So this you can change like a bunch of things. Like simulation has like some help. Elite is like it's like zero help at all. Like your character won't even change anything. Like I don't know. I never really tried it, but it's just like to make the game harder and stuff. This is all the stuff that you can change. Like this is the previews, like wherever the ball is gonna drop on. So you can kind of customize the game in ton of different ways or whatever. So it's kind of cool. Like I like to leave this here and play in this way, just kind of because it's a game, so it's not extremely precise and it's just to have fun. It can just get frustrating if you can't really just get your character to the place where it needs to be right away. It's a little lame. I don't know why they are exactly like this right now. I think it's well, never mind. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I guess I just have these 2 people. So it's player 1. Whoops, I can change them. The name I'm gonna put like whatever. I don't know. Iga Nadal. This is gonna be her name today. Whoops. Player 2. So this whatever. This is the character. You can change the level. There's this many. If I'm not mistaken, Master. If I'm not mistaken, Incredible is like they have bonuses, so it's like they're actually beefed up in the game. So up to you if you want to do this. I feel like it's just extremely frustrating. Pro and the sub level 10, like sub levels, like you can kind of make the pro harder or easier. Just kind of put it on 10, like I've been playing for so long. So yeah, but in these stats, it makes it kind of really hard. So I'm just gonna leave this on. I guess you can start off like I'm playing as women, but you can play as men as well. You can change, everything. Like it's like one of the best ones, like in my opinion. So I'm just gonna do a quick match right now. You can do network or not exactly warm up. The other thing could just do some exchanges, kind of whatever. Like again, like there's no competitive value, so it's okay. Save match, no whatever. Just gonna start a new match. You can save a bunch of like stuff in this one as well. You just keep playing as you go. There you go. So this is it. You can move. This is where the ball ends. There's a little short here. I think I had too much spin. So like when you do this, like the ball just doesn't travel as fast. If you look at what? That was in? How's this in? Game frustrations, I suppose. Like it's, but whatever. I believe there's one set only. So man, when you have like a lot of spin, the ball just does not go deep at all. So a few things in this game that you're probably going to find out exactly to perfection. So this is one of the things as well, by the way. So you can't really control the flatness of the shot. So this one has 100% spin, and it's going to be 100% spin 100% of the time. Cool fact as well, like it doesn't really matter how tall or short your character is. Like what's gonna dictate how fast the serve is just like the statistic of the serve, like 0 to 100. This girl, I believe I put her at about 170 meters at roughly like 5'6", 7", If I would 8 actually probably. And serving at 200k, so that's okay. So it's one of the cool things in that, so that there isn't really much of a disadvantage. Everybody's like literally on the same level. And as you can see as well, these are women serving at 200k, 240, 230k ish all the time. So you could technically have a man play a woman, and that's cool. And I think that's the really cool things about tennis video game as well. It's just everybody's like literally on the same level. Like, who cares? It's a game anyways. Just serve. Okay. You can do several types of serves as well. Yeah, there's just a flat, and there is also spinning outside, and so like you can see, like I'm just gonna do like a kick serve out wide. There's a few tricks I kind of have to learn. This one didn't really kick, so I'm gonna try it again. I'm just gonna do a super kick. It's gonna be a super slow serve, but yeah, it's a nice kick. I like the physics of this. So yeah, you can see as well, this is the safe zone where to hit the ball, where it's in there. And I'm talking a lot right now, so kind of sucking at the game. But you can change as well, like your position. I normally like more towards the middle, on the. So yeah, this happens as well. Extremely frustrating. The ball just hits the net. It goes either way. It's rarely like a super drop shot like it happens on tour. But it's a thing. It happens. So it gives us some realism to the game. I don't think it ever hits the net and it goes to your side. But yeah. Let's see if I can get a game. Yes, ace. There's a bunch of achievements as well. By the way, one of the achievements is a modding achievement. So if you mod the game, you're gonna get one achievement. So yeah, a few things that maybe by changing the difficulty are going to actually make it better. But I feel like the AI isn't exactly always extremely intelligent. It picks up on like what I don't like, or like how I end up playing bad shots. But I suppose like on return, if I serve out wide, most often they are going to return down the middle. So the returning game isn't always incredible. Also, this one I believe was a second serve. Yeah, so slightly less good. So they normally kind of tend to rip, but they're not exactly great on defense. So normally when you get to the attacking position in the rally, it's quite possible that you're going to win it because you just kind of stick in the middle and you can basically do whatever you want. They're not really going to try much of a variety. They will throw a slice here and there, but that's not always the case. But yeah, it's like normally they do work the angles nice, and it gives a good challenge. As you can see right now, I'm technically losing. So awesome for me to be talking so much. But yeah. So yeah. They can see things. And so I was like really far back and she went for a drop shot. So yeah, it really kind of makes you work as if you were actually in a tennis match. So I do like this. I think it's an interesting game. Like, let's try to speed this up here. Good thing about having a lot of spin is that your shots, when you try to make them like a good angle on them, they're gonna be a lot better. If you just have like a flatter shot, you're not gonna hit the angles very well. It's gonna be harder. And you're not gonna have as much power, so oftentimes they're gonna end up short. Like my character in the world tour that I have, it's slightly flatter shots. So my angled shots aren't as great. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing that I don't think it's like incredible in this game is how defensively you can't really like reach. But I think it's like limitations in graphics. Like nothing is going to be as, you know, perfectly set to reality. But I honestly think this is one of the best that has ever been made, and it's a good best. It's not a bad best. So yeah. I just realized I'm player 2, or should I pick that name for myself? I'm planning to do a world tour in like which I would try to win. Oh my gosh, drop shots, they're very annoying with that. But I'll try to a world tour like I would try to win like all at least all the Grand Slams and get to number 1. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to cut a lot because I don't know, I just want to play like full sets and whatever. Yeah, another thing that's important in this game is that footwork is kind of necessary. Not necessarily footwork, but like just positioning. You gotta place your character well so that if they're like too close to the shot, they're gonna hit it very bad shot. Or if you hit it too close to the bounce, like if you hit it too early, it's a lot harder to control. Normally the ball ends up going overly short, but it can also happen that it goes overly long as well. So volley in this game is difficult. It's like mid at best. Sometimes like they will dig shots that are like impossible. Like how did you make the run from one side to side? It's like what, that shouldn't happen ever. Every player is like basically Carlos Alcaraz in their regard, like Rafa Nadal in their peak. So yeah, it's something.
15 low.
Yeah, Alexia, 224k. I'll check her height after. Probably put it on screen instead of just going back.
Thirty 15.
Also, I've tried the saber in return in this game. Doesn't really work. Can't say that much. It sucks. It's no good. Don't try it.
30.
It didn't work. So yeah. But returning positions, they work. They really do work. And they actually can throw your opponent off. So yeah, you can try. Like you can actually change how a match outcome by actually changing your return position. But yeah, I don't exactly know how the game functions in that regard, but sometimes you're gonna play a guy and you're gonna beat them like 6-love. But sometimes they're just gonna come out of the gates firing. Everything's gonna work for them. Sometimes for you it's not gonna work. So I don't really know exactly what's in between in there. But like sometimes I'm like hitting every serve like 200k, 210. Some other days I'm like 180, 190, and I'm like, I don't know why this is happening, and I'm missing everything. But it's tough. I don't really understand why these happen, but like it seems like you can actually have days off, like, and your off days actually. So and other guys have the best days of their lives, and that actually kind of makes the game a lot of fun because you don't really know exactly what to expect all the time. So it's cool. Kind of like puts a different challenge to the game. But yeah, you can find like some of those glitches, not glitches, but like mechanics of the game that you can explore here and there. But yeah.
Sure.
First service. Second goal.
Ugh.
30-15.
In one of those off days, man, double faults rain on me. It's terrible. I can legit get angry playing this game. Or extremely psyched as well, which is funny. And this is like what 100% like topspin gives you. And it works where you can't just give your character like what you want. You actually have to play to get experience points so that you can make him, and they will lose those points a little bit as if you don't train them, or if you don't keep their experience going up. So your character's like stamina is gonna get increasingly worse, or your speed, or the power in the forehand, etc. And the spin is actually the one thing that you can actually change, so you can increase or decrease base, but you're gonna spend stamina experience points to do both, to increase and to decrease the spin stats. There's a volley that actually worked. That's not very common. So in fact, I played a bunch of tie-break sets with these configurations. I've lost all of them. I don't know why I'm actually sort of dominating this tiebreaker right now. I guess dominating is a too strong word, it's just one mini break. But I'm 3-0 up. This never happens. We'll see what happens now. See, come on. And also the surfaces actually have a pretty big impact on the outcomes of the matches, well, on how you play the game. You actually can feel the difference between the hardened clay and grass on how the speed and the bounce of the ball go. I think the bounce is actually the most extreme difference. The bounce on the grass court is extremely low. And between the hard and the clay, I think it's just the bounce is pretty similar. The clay is just a little bit higher, but it's also very slow. Like the ball really stops. So you're going to hit a lot less aces, and but it gives you a lot of time actually to set up your shot. So that's kind of good. But hard courts are like hit or miss. Sometimes you play really well on them, or I play really well on them, so I play like really crap. And surprisingly, like the tournament that I consider to be my home tournament in the game, which is Montreal, Canada, I always play garbage in this tournament. It was the one tournament that took me the longest to win. I would often lose in the first round after like winning other like Indian Wells, Miami, and whatever. And there you go, it's a match point on my serve. I think I should have named my player Egan Nadal like before, so I would have probably won. Though I do not know what's Iga Swiatek's record on tiebreakers, or Nadal for that matter, so I can only assume he's not terrible, but it's probably... I'm also going to assume they're not exactly in the top 10 on that category. But also, I'm just assuming. I could be very wrong. And I've wasted one of my match points. Very fun thing to win a match, being a few match points down. You kind of can feel the pressure. And again, it's like as close as you get from like a real thing, and not necessarily like playing like trash as your club level. I won! I can't believe this happened. Oh, they have like several like different like celebration things. You can check your stats and whatever. It's a pretty close match, really. Like, I didn't make as many errors. Um, I saved 4 breakpoints. I'm really proud of this. Had no breakpoints. I'm not proud of this at all, but I still won it. Good stuff. Yeah, that's it. Like, I feel like this is a pretty nerdy game for fans of tennis and fans of tennis games. So, yeah, I'll try to bring more other types of games, some online games. Maybe not like playing online with against other people, but like playing online based games because I actually spent a lot of time in my life doing that. So, I'll try to do that, and hopefully, this was an interesting video. Uh, and yeah, there you go. This is Tennis Elbow for you. See you next time. Bye.